Hi, this is John with BFS, and I'm here today to talk to you about how BFS can be modified to fit any student or any athlete. The great part about a BFS program and utilizing this with your kids is understanding that there's a ton of variation that can be built into the program. Yes, BFS has got its core components, but that's just a starting point. And the reason we have those core components is because so many schools and so many groups we work with are renewable, right? You always get a new group of kids coming in, whether it's a clientele in a gym or a new group of kids coming into a high school or junior high. So you want to have a core program that you can go back to and then build off that core once the kids get the fundamental movements down and they understand the basics and they hit your kind of entry-level benchmarks. From there, get more advanced or use variation dependent upon your facility and the equipment you have. For example, you deal with kids that have injuries. Sometimes they're coming back from an injury. An example would be a single leg squat, or variations of a single leg squat can be used to develop that lower body muscle groups that can still transition to athletic ability. Right? So you can single leg squat in all different variations. You can use the equipment you have. Maybe you do have a leg press. Hey, there's some benefits there. You can do some single leg isolation. There's some tools that are available that can be simplified so you can get a lot of stuff done even if your kids are dealing with challenges. Another example is you have a kid that has a physical limitation. We have an example here we'll show you of a young man who has some very serious shoulder issues. So we've modified and put him on two 20-inch plyo boxes utilizing a dip belt with resistance so he can still do a parallel squat. A ton of different ways to be creative and allow your kids the chance to still train and still have great success. So core lifts, use your knowledge, have that base program and expand it to whatever you see fit based on the kid's ability level and continue to always challenge them. Then on auxiliary lifts, if you're working with physical education kids, give them a wide range of experience. Teach them with every tool you'll have accessible. If you've got a pec deck, a lat machine, dumbbells, kettlebells, expose them to all that great knowledge. Let them understand how to build their body the right way with proper technique, utilizing all the tools they'll have access to. If you're focused on a team sport, be very specific, right? Hit the things that are going to be specific to their given sport. If they're a tennis player, volleyball, soccer, baseball, whatever it is they're going to do, be very sport specific on your auxiliary packages. So for example, we have some young volleyball players that we want to make sure we strengthen the rotator cuff. So we'll use bands for that, a great tool to help them develop the rotator cuff for their hitting and serving. From there, you also look at the other components of your program, and that's limitations, right? If I can't get my kids in the weight room, and maybe I don't have time or I don't have the facility, I've got to have my kids trained out in the practice field or in a gym. A ton of great tools for that. We have different medicine balls, different items that are usable and very mobile that can get out to any facility, right? Or out of any facility into any training center. So for example, I have a group of young kids here training outside. We don't have time to get them onto the bench press, but we still want to develop upper body strength, but we want to make it athletic. Get them in an athletic stance, focus on being explosive, so we use a medicine ball. Great tool. It can be outside, it can get dirty, they can have a ton of fun with it, they can do team throws, they can do single isolation with an individual, but they're always focused on developing athletic ability. So giving those variations into your program allows to use anything you want. Use your creativity, use bands and ropes and tires, whatever it is that you want to use, and still focus on your core program with proper progression, proper load, and continuing to make your student athletes better. Thanks so much.